Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss what motorcycle riders need to know about installing top boxes and saddlebags. Our road safety reminder in the Yonge Street Smart Sports and Centers on the safety of alighting a vehicle from the sidewalk. This week's Pine Chapel shall be about following loading and unloading rules. Showcase this week shall have the subcompact MPV from Hyundai, the 2023 Stargazer 1.5 GLS Premium IVT. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series Round 9.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
This is your time to discover space that opens possibilities. The new Hyundai Staria. Innovate every day.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, November 17 to 20 at Block 20 of the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Changan, Ford, Honda, Hyundai, MG, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Suzuki, and Toyota. The Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, the one-stop shop for the latest car models.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management.
The NLEX Corporation has begun work to redevelop Magsaysay Boulevard to make way for the construction of the Santa Mesa section of the NLEX Connector Elevated Tollway. NLEX said work will include the rehabilitation of the existing eastbound and westbound service roads, improvement of Philippine National Railways railroad crossing, relocation of electric posts, and decommissioning of the Magsaysay flyover. The redevelopment of Magsaysay Boulevard will be done in phases and is expected to be completed by the first quarter 2023, the NLEX said. Expect temporary closure of lanes at the road going to Ligarda, Manila, then on the road going to Copao, Quezon City. NLEX said it is implementing measures to minimize congestion and ensure the safety of motorists and pedestrians during the redevelopment of the boulevard. These include the deployment of traffic marshals and installation of directional signs and safety devices at strategic locations. After redevelopment, Magsaysay Boulevard will have 5 lanes per direction, down from 6, but the lanes are wider at 3.5 meters compared to the 2.5 meters of old. According to NLEX Corporation President and General Manager J. Luigi L. Bautista, the redevelopment of Magsaysay Boulevard and the NLEX Connector aims to ease traffic in the metro and improve the flow of vehicles in surrounding areas. The elevated NLEX Connector also provides trucks an alternate route going into and out of the Port of Manila without having to deal track man hours. This will reduce traffic on roads which trucks usually use, Bautista said. The Department of Transportation is stepping up support for the electrification of public and private transport. At the 10th Philippine Electric Vehicle Summit, DOTR Road Transport Undersecretary Mark Steven Pastor said that the department was working with the Departments of Energy and the Trade and Industry on the comprehensive roadmap for the electric vehicle industry, or CREVI. The CREVI will ensure provisions and implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 11697 or the Electric Vehicle Industry Development Act are effectively implemented, Pastor said. The DOTR commits to drive and support a multi-sectoral approach in the development, commercialization, and utilization of electric vehicles in support of the EVIDA, Pastor said. In a separate event, DOTR Secretary Jaime J. Bautista pledged the department's support for the adoption of electric EVs in public transport and by private motorists. During the launch of the first mall-based free charging station for electric vehicles at Mega World Lifestyle Malls, Bautista said the promotion of electric vehicles is part of the National Development Plan for the industry. Earlier this year, the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board opened 7,000 new slots for Transport Network Vehicle Service Units, but only around 2,000 slots were taken up by TNVS operators. The deadline came and went without new applications to fill up the remaining slots, prompting the LTFRB to close the window. However, according to published reports, the LTFRB is not totally closing the door and possibly reopening the window for applications. The report said LTFRB Technical Division Chief Joel Bolano has revealed that the board is currently studying whether or not to reopen applications. Meanwhile, a commuter group, the Passenger Forum, continues to complain about the surge fees or surcharges being imposed by TNVS operators. The commuter group blamed the lack of TNVS units on the road for the skyrocketing fares for ride-hailing services. Transport network companies like Grab can charge up to double of the fare matrix when demand for TNVS units is high. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board is reminding PUV operators about the need to obtain official fare matrix or guides in order to charge new fares. In a press statement, the LTFRB warned operators and drivers that charging the new fares without displaying the fare matrix or guide in their vehicles will subject them to fines. PUV operators who have not yet done so are urged to obtain the fare matrix guide at respective regional franchising and regulatory offices. The LTFRB reiterated that the PUV operator or driver cannot charge a higher fare if they do not have a fare matrix directly from the LTFRB posted inside their vehicle and visible to passengers. Passengers are urged to report PUV drivers and operators who are charging higher fares without the official fare matrix posted in vehicles. These incidents can be reported to the LTFRB through its official Facebook page and Facebook Messenger, or the LTFRB hotline 1342, or send an email to pacd@ltfrb.gov.ph.
And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines.
The Land Transportation Office has suspended enforcement of a memorandum issued back in March of 2016 that set guidelines on inspection and apprehension relative to motorcycle top boxes and saddlebags. The suspension comes after the LTO announced that it is looking into revising or amending the guidelines, particularly with regard to the hefty fine of 5,000 pesos for violating any of the guidelines. While suspension of the enforcement of the guidelines for the use of top boxes and saddlebags on two-wheeled vehicles is welcomed by riders, many are concerned about the safety of the motorists and riders themselves when anything goes wrong with regard to carrying of cargo on the back of motorcycles. This is especially true with delivery riders who transport all sorts of cargo, some not even using top boxes or saddlebags, customized or not. Despite the suspension, it is still important for motorcycle owners and riders to know the guidelines which define top boxes and saddle boxes and detail what is legal and authorized or not, as well as who can enforce the guidelines. The LTO defines a top box as a storage compartment fitted behind the seat of a motorcycle or scooter and is considered a motorcycle accessory. Saddlebags are defined just as storage compartments and are considered motorcycle accessories. The guidelines state that a top box that is specifically designed for motorcycles and scooters and approved by the DTI may not be subject for inspection, registration, or apprehension, provided these are securely attached to the motorcycle and have a maximum capacity of 2 full-face helmets. Custom-made top boxes like those used by fast food delivery riders are subject to inspection and registration with the LTO. To be approved for registration, custom-made boxes must not exceed 2 feet in length, width, and height, must be securely attached to motorcycle, and must not impede and obstruct the rider from viewing the side mirrors. Custom-made saddlebags or boxes also must meet specifications to be approved for registration. Saddlebags or boxes specifically designed for motorcycles and scooters and approved by DTI may not be subject to inspection and registration provided they are properly installed. However, custom-made saddlebags or boxes must conform to specific guidelines to be approved for the registration. These include being securely attached and not exceeding 14 inches from the side of the motorcycle. When installed, the saddle box or bags must not exceed the height of the motorcycle seat, and the length must also not exceed its tail end. The 2016 memorandum states that unregistered custom-made top boxes and saddlebag and boxes are subject to apprehension and fined 5,000 pesos pursuant to DOTC Joint Administrative Order 2014-01, Section 11D. Motor vehicle operating without or with defective, improper, unauthorized accessories, device, or equipment and parts. The guidelines also state that only LTO personnel and agents deputized to enforce provisions of Republic Act No. 4136 and other related land transportation laws and regulation are authorized and allowed to apprehend violators of the provisions of the Top Box Memorandum. It also specifically states that agents deputized by the LTO specifically for RA 10586, Section 46 of RA 8749 are barred from enforcing the memorandum. The LTO has not set any timetable for when it will come up with amendment to the guidelines for top boxes and saddlebags for two-wheeled motor vehicles and for its enforcement. However, advocates for road safety are suggesting that the LTO should also include guidelines for how riders who deliver packages other than fast food can load and transport these without top boxes or saddlebags. The advocates point to many delivery riders traveling irregularly strapped, tied, or duct taped to their motorcycles.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, November 17 to 20 at Block 20 of the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive a wide range of the newest models, all in one venue. The Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, the one-stop shop for the latest car models.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you are alighting from a vehicle na nasa sidewalk, mas safe kung sa sidewalk side ka mismo bababa. Do not get off from a vehicle on the traffic side. Maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan. Katulad ng nasa animation, kung marami kayong bababa, wait for your turn at huwag magmadali.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payong Chuper this week.
Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Jake, isang kapwa nyo Chuper. Loading and unloading ng mga pasahero sa tamang lugar lamang gawin.
May tamang lugar para magbaba at magsakay ng pasahero. Kaya doon ihinto ang iyong sasakyan. Iwasan makaabala sa ibang motorista, kaya itabi mo ang sasakyan mo. Huwag sa gitna ng daan pumarada. Huwag ka nang dumagdag sa problema natin sa kalsada. Matuto kang sumunod sa batas trapiko.
Kung ayaw mong maabala, huwag ka ring mangabala. Makisama ka, kaya't huwag basta humarang sa kalsada. Ito po si Jake Gonzalez, Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo Chuper.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, November 17 to 20 at Block 20 of the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Changan, Ford, Honda, Hyundai, MG, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Suzuki, and Toyota. The Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, the one-stop shop for the latest car models.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Paui Basi of PMMS Rennsport Racing Team Edge Slalom King title rival Estefano Rivera in another tight duel at the ninth leg of Race Motorsports called National Slalom Series held at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga. Basi and Rivera both set the quickest time overall of 62.94 seconds in Heat 1, but the young Paui was quicker in the tie-breaking Heat 2, setting a time of 62.96, 6/10 faster than Estefano's time of 63.56. Basi also topped the front wheel category. Third overall was Rod Chang in a time of 65.46. Fourth was Austin Sarmiento with 65.65. Martina Sofia Munoz was fifth with 67.50, just ahead of July Johnson in sixth with 68.91. Austin Sarmiento scored a double victory with a time of 65.65, which was quickest in both the rear-wheel production class and the novice overall class. The National Slalom Series continues with the 10th leg at Robinson's Antipolo on November 6.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. Round 9 of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series was again an exciting mano-a-mano between Slalom King title rivals, Paui Basi and Estefano Rivera. Race Weekend brings you the highlights of another thrilling slalom competition at Robinson Star Mills in Pampanga.
Race, ang nangyari is sumabog yung makina ko. So hanggang ngayon di pa namin naayos yung rear wheel drive na kotse ko yung Starlet. So nanghiram muna ako ng sasakyan kala Paui. So ngayon medyo naninibago kasi after 8 years, ngayon lang ako nag-racing ulit with the front wheel car. So medyo may struggle pero masaya pa rin. Okay naman. May difference kasi dun sa rear wheel and front wheel eh. Like yung braking points, iba. Yung turning points, iba rin. Pati sa pag 360 tsaka sa 180 ang layo. Dahil unlike sa rear wheel na kailangan mag-clutch pag mag-360, dito sa front wheel wala eh. So all power talaga. Kaya medyo mahirap talaga. Iba kasi yung ano niya sa rallycross. Kasi sa rallycross, hindi ganun ka ano yung traction nyo, hindi gaya dito sa simento. Kasi dito sa simento, kapit na lang agad yung gulong natin instead sa buhangin. Nung bata pa naman po ako, wala naman po nag-push. Parang naka-intrigihan din po na sumali kasi mukhang exciting po. And sinimulan po ng tatay ko. So sinundan na lang po namin yung yapak.
As we approach, the tail end of, the season, can you give us your thoughts on how you were able to revive motorsports once again this year, and what are your future plans for next year?
Well, sacrificially, we had to do it for the start of the year for us not to be forgotten, and we had to do it somehow, even with limited sponsors and limited budget. Apparently, it's happening to everybody, so we just have to do it, and hopefully, and God willing, we'll be able to pick up by next year.
So at least, racing is picking up slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So do you think, the gas prices have something has anything to do with, the decline in number of racers here?
Oh yes, it's definitely a part of it, but also now that we've come face to face with the other businesses already, and school is already in progress. Now you still have to pay the tuition fees now, the uniform. So we're just waiting for the progress for this year.
Oh, even though gas prices are hiking, lesser racers are joining. It's still a fun event, and it's still quite a turnout. And do you think, in your opinion, next year it will really pick up?
Yeah, I hope so, and I pray so that definitely we shall be having more participants and more venues for next year. Apparently, we're having a venue already for the northern part of the country. We'll be having slaloms also in the northern part, farther north, I mean. And sana, maging marami na for next year. With your support, of course, na we're being shown already and we are inviting them to join us. Hopefully, we will be having the previous number of participants that we used to have.
Okay, lastly, can you give us again your thoughts on the friendly rivalry between Pawi Base and Stefano Rivera?
Well, it's a happy and enjoyable rivalry. Walang awayan, walang and they're good comrades to each other. And we're hoping na until the end, we will see kung sino magwawagi. Is it Pawi or is it Nonoy? We'll wait for the end.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bing Bang Dulce.
Thank you, thank you.
The final rounds of the 2022 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series is surely going to determine who will end up as this year's Slalom King. Race Weekend will surely be there to witness who will emerge as Slalom King. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Kung ika'y naghahanap ng truck na game sumabak, Travis ang asahan sa maraming haputan. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Kayang cargo, 1,660. Kayang cargo, no problems on delivery. Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis, ta-ta-ta-ta, Travis.
Transcend your business with the Isuzu Travis. Inquire now at any Isuzu dealership near you.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, November 17 to 20 at Block 20 of the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive a wide range of the newest models, all in one venue. The Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, the one-stop shop for the latest car models.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Hyundai is rolling out the 2023 Hyundai Stargazer just in time for the final holiday surge for vehicle sales. The Korean brand gave a preview of its new entry to the highly competitive subcompact MPV market.
The much-awaited Hyundai Stargazer, the Korean brand's entry to the compact MPV market, will be formally launched in November. But days before the public launch, Hyundai already provided details of the Stargazer spec for the Philippine market. It also provided media unit, the top-of-the-line 2023 Hyundai Stargazer 1.5 GLS Premium IVT, for a hands-on inspection and preview.
Today we have the new Stargazer in magnetic silver. It's in the top-of-the-line variant, which is the 1.5 GLS Premium. So for now, we're only bringing in the 7-seater model, but we are continuously studying the market as to whether we can bring in the 6-seater as well.
At 4,460mm long, 1,780mm wide, and 1,695mm tall, the Stargazer falls right within the compact MPV segment. Hyundai claims it has the longest wheelbase in the segment at 2,780mm. Minimum ground clearance is listed at 185mm. The Stargazer name certainly suits Hyundai's new MPV with a design that is best described as space age.
The Stargazer sports a future-oriented styling. the horizontal cuts right across the front, is actually the LED daytime running lights and positioning lamps. It is placed on top of a uniquely designed headlights and flush-type radiator grille. Then at the back, you can see that it is also equally distinct. It has an H-shaped LED taillights. Moving on to the side, it also has a one curved silhouette. This was made not just for aesthetics, but also for better aerodynamics.
The top-of-the-line Stargazer also features chrome outside door handles, body color rear view mirrors that come with turn signal lights and with electric folding function, rear spoiler with high mount stoplight and shark fin antenna. Hyundai also claims the Stargazer owns among the roomiest cabin in the segment, with best-in-class head, shoulder, and legroom. The roominess is not the only good thing in the Stargazer cabin. The Stargazer 1.5 GLS Premier cabin features leatherette upholstery. Also wrapped in faux leather, the steering wheel tilts and telescopes to help driver find his preferred driving position. It also comes with buttons and switches to control the audio as well as cruise control. The middle row seat for 3 split 60-40, double folds and slides. Third row seat for 2 splits 50-50. The dash and instrument panel look both functional and futuristic.
The Stargazer also has a host of smart features, starting with LCD cluster behind the steering wheel. It actually has intuitive graphics. It changes depending on the drive mode. It is synced with the infotainment system that is already Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible.
The system also comes with Bluetooth connectivity, 8-inch touchscreen as well as wireless Apple CarPlay and charger, Android Auto, and 4 speakers plus 2 tweeters. The top-of-the-line Stargazer features smart key and push-button start with the Add Start function. Other comfort and convenience features include central door locking, power windows, fully automatic air conditioning, multiple USB charging points. The Stargazer arrives with a SmartStream G 1.5 engine with a 1,497cc displacement. The engine generates 115 PS and 14.7 kgm of torque, all transmitted through the front wheels by Hyundai's Intelligent Variable Transmission or IVT. The Stargazer provides a comfortable ride on a suspension system that uses the usual McPherson struts in front but with Hyundai's CTBA or crumpled torsion beam axle in the rear. Stopping power comes from 15-inch disc brakes in front and 9-inch drums in the rear.
So the Stargazer also leads the segment in terms of safety. It is equipped with Hyundai SmartSense. It is our advanced driver assistance system.
The Stargazer 1.5 GLS Premium comes with nearly a full complement of Hyundai's ADAS or Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. These advanced features include blind spot collision avoidance assist, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, lane keeping assist, driver attention warning, safe exit warning, forward collision avoidance assist, lane following assist, tire pressure monitoring system, high beam assist. Other standard safety features include hill start assist control, electronic stability control, anti-lock braking system, manual speed limit assist, parking distance warning, rear view monitor, rear seat alert. Also added for safety are dual front, side, and curtain airbags and child seat anchors.
With the new Stargazer, Hyundai Motor actually intends to set a new benchmark in the segment. As you can see, it looks nothing like your normal MPV. This was intentional as the brand wanted to communicate our pioneering spirit.
The coming holiday season for buying automobiles should be quite exciting with the arrival of new offerings like the Hyundai Stargazer. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, November 17 to 20 at Block 20 of the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Changan, Ford, Honda, Hyundai, MG, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Suzuki, and Toyota. The Autofocus Pre-Christmas Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival, the one-stop shop for the latest car models.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Ford flexed the capabilities of the next generation Everest and the Ranger in a test drive from Clark Freeport Zone to San Marcelino and Zambales and back. Called the Next Generation Ford Drive Experience, the event gave motoring journalists the opportunity to test drive the Everest and Ranger through various road conditions and terrain, going up to Lake Mapanuepe and back to the Clark Freeport Zone.
We are at Zambales in the Philippines, beautiful setting, and this event is really about showcasing the next-gen Ranger and Everest and really giving people the opportunity to see the vehicle as a whole, see the amount of technology, the amount of change and the amount of features that we've been able to put into this vehicle.
The event also provided an opportunity to experience firsthand upgrades in the next-gen Ford SUVs and pickups.
In terms of comfort, probably one of the biggest changes that we made was around changing the platform to have a longer wheelbase and wider stance. And that's really enabled some suspension changes to move outboard of the frame, which gives the vehicle a lot better ride and handling, and also helps to support really quiet MVH performance in both the Everest and the Ranger. So the engine and transmission have both had some changes, and really it's about giving it a better feel in terms of performance. And then from an interior perspective, it's really been about comfort and convenience. So from an Everest perspective, around soft touches, all new materials, access points for charging and data throughout the vehicle, also 400-watt inverter, and also improved comfort for both the second row and third row seats.
The Next Generation Ford Drive Experience challenged participants to undertake several exercises, including testing skill at loading as much cargo in Everest or parallel parking in the Ranger.
Basically, we designed a very interesting course today from Clark all the way here to Zambales, that is basically a combination of on-road, highway driving, and of course, the much anticipated off-road conditions where the capabilities of the next generation Ford vehicles were really put to the test. So challenging terrains, water wading, ride and handling, all of these conditions were really put to the test by our next generation Ford vehicles, because we really wanted our media partners to really be able to test them in real driving conditions, wherever you are. And in the Philippines, we're really home to a lot of different and various driving conditions and terrain. So we want our media partners to test our vehicles in these conditions.
While flexing the capabilities of the new Everest and Ranger, Ford touts the pricing and warranties that make for a great ownership experience of its SUVs and pickups.
They are offered at a really good price, a lot of value for your money. So we're really inviting all our customers to come check out our next generation Ford Ranger and next generation Ford Everest at a dealership nearest them. Basically, what's great about these vehicles right now is they come with free 5-year warranty. So this is really enhancing the ownership experience that our customers will definitely enjoy. So imagine 5 years warranty, you get that safety and confidence and peace of mind when you drive them wherever you are.
Isuzu La Union celebrated its first-year anniversary with a mini truck fest and LCV show. Isuzu Philippine Corporation President Noboru Murakami, Isuzu La Union President Benigno Garcia, and Bawang La Union Municipal Mayor Eulogio Clarence Martin de Guzman III joined the ribbon-cutting ceremony to formally open the mini truck fest and LCV show.
Isuzu La Union is celebrating their first anniversary today. Despite starting their business at the height of global pandemic, One Maharlika team was still able to deliver an outstanding performance as they capture 30% of the truck market in Region 1.
During the Truck Fest, Isuzu La Union showcased an array of Isuzu trucks with different body applications in their dealership, as well as Isuzu Mu-X and Isuzu D-Max. Also part of the anniversary celebration was a turnover ceremony for 4 NMR 85H drop-side units and 1 FVM 34W aluminum wing van to AQN First Bev, a multi-industry company distributing different products ranging from LPG to food and beverages in San Fernando, La Union.
A warm congratulations to Isuzu La Union on their first-year anniversary and for staging this amazing Truck Fest and LCB show. To know more about Isuzu's products, services, and latest promo, visit our website at www.isuzupil.com and our other Facebook channels and other platforms.
For the televiewers, we want to invite you at Isuzu La Union, Barangay Paringao. Come visit us.
Students of the Toyota Motor Philippines School of Technology bagged 2 gold medals at the 2022 Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Calabarzon Regional Skills Competition. TMP Tech student Raul Cervera II emerged as champion in the automobile technology category, while Resty Gamoza Jr. was a champion in the auto body repair categories. Their win at the Testa Calabarzon Regional Skills Competition qualifies them to participate in the Philippine National Skills Competition this month of November. TMP Tech in Santa Rosa, Laguna is Testa's 2021 2 Stars awardee for being a center for technical proficiency in automotive servicing.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 36th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!